Hey guys, welcome back to Boy Period episode 6. I just did an hour outside in this cement stairwell with traffic going by every fucking 5 seconds. The microphone was complete shit. We're not using the microphone. Better no microphone than a shitty microphone that doesn't even pick up my fucking voice. And yeah, it started to rain. There was fucking bugs everywhere. There was a cricket hopping around. The cat tried to get out. I had this transition phase of like being in a very focused reading mode all day and then having like this paranoia of like people across the street hearing me. Not so much as like so here's the issue. So I did this little analogy of this rat. So there's a rat and he has a little rat brain and the scientists put these nodes in the little rat brain. And there's a node in the front and there's a node in the back. And the node in the front activates, it provides stimuli to parts of the rat's brain that makes it feel good stuff. And then the node in the back makes it feel bad stuff. So good node, bad node. And then there's three rooms that this rat can go to. The first room is totally neutral. It's a typical a regular ass rat room. And when they provide a shock or stimuli to the front of the rat's brain that makes it feel good, it feels good. And when they do it to the back, it feels bad. So the rat, he scurries around, he goes to the second room. And the second room is dark, it's cozy, it's cool, it's like a spa for rats. And he loves being in this room. And when they shock the front of his brain, he feels good. And when they shock the back of his brain, he still feels good because the context of the environment that he's in is good. He's like, this is a good, safe, happy spot. Anything could happen. You could spank me and kick me in the balls and call me a bitch. Oop, first 10 minutes. These weren't going to be monetized anyways. But then there's a third room where it's like strobing lights, it's super bright, then it's dark, there's no consistency in that. Consistency. There's Iggy Pop. I don't know what Iggy Pop is, but I imagine it's fucking awful music. I don't know. I have no clue what type of music Iggy Pop is. But what matters is the consistency of the volume is all over. There's no consistency. The volume is all over the place. It's loud for a bit, then it's quiet, then it's loud, quiet, and it's loud. And the rat fucking hates that room. And so the scientists they shock the front of his brain where he's supposed to feel good and he feels bad. He's like, no, fuck this place. Nothing, no variable or stimuli is gonna make me feel good because I fucking hate this room. And then of course they shock the back where he feels bad, where he's supposed to feel bad, and sure enough he feels bad. So the context of that, or at least the lesson of that, is like your environment will affect the stimuli. So I read this out of a sex book, and it's like the human example is like, say you're a woman and you're trying to feed your kid, and then your man slaps you on the ass, or you're doing dishes and you're just not into it, and he comes up behind you and he starts trying to hump you, and then you're like, fuck off. Whereas if you're in bed, like you got some candlelights going and there's some sexy music playing, you're already kind of horny and he spanks you, you fucking love it. So like spanking when you're busy and you're not horny, bad. Spanking in an environment where you are horny, good. But I mean, there's love there, but there's a sting. You know what I mean? Like a good fucking slap on the ass. The context, the area matters. So the reason I brought that up is because of the fucking traffic. There's trains. There's also trains, but there's semis. There's pickup trucks. There's Hummers. Speaking of Hummers, uh, it's like Teslas. There's hybrids. There's hatchbacks. There's crossovers. There's SUVs. There's cars. There's fucking moving trucks. There's tractors. There's all sorts of sizes, speeds, and shapes of vehicles going by, which all produce different levels of sound and speed. So it's like being out there or even living near any heavy traffic like that and being outside is like being in that third room where it's just inconsistent stimuli coming at all different levels, and you get used to it. You get used to, but it's not something you want. It's not good, and it sucks for recording doing that. And the microphone was so shitty that I don't even think it picked up on the traffic. And I was in between three concrete walls. and I don't think it picked it. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I like dropped the needle because my whole thing in that video was like, just drop the needle somewhere. I'll be talking about something and it'll be good. And then I tried it. I'm like, no, this is shit. I tried once, twice, two needles. Doot, nope, sucks. Doot, nope, not using it. But I made this promise, and I'm making this promise to you now. This will be the last no effort one. This is actually not the last no effort one. The last one was because I just did a 1 hour recording of this that I will never fucking upload or share because it sucked total ass, but it got the juices flowing. So, welcome to the first episode of me actually putting some actual like preparation into this. And you're welcome. But I'm going to be only doing these uploading once a week, and throughout the week, I'm going to be making plans, like notes, scripts, get some software so I can like show you graphs and images. Uh, look into getting an actual microphone that fucking works. Maybe a soundboard. Like I'm gonna look up how to actually make this into a good show. Those first 5 episodes were all about just me being consistent with uploading shit. And now we're actually going to increase the production value and the performance as well. Because doggy, when I started that first video, that 1 hour video I did, my fucking face was like stoned. I was like, yeah, blah, blah. Also, I was smoking. I was smoking in that video that you'll never see. I chain smoked. I had like 2 or 3 cigarettes. I started smoking, by the way. Why? Because it's cool and it kicks ass. And I don't care if this is demonetized. I wasn't making money anyways. But yeah, the smoking helps me relax. It helps me not be paranoid in public. It helps me focus and think. The one good thing about smoking is the nicotine. Of course, there's so much bad. We've been told our whole lives the bad things about smoking. Cancer, heart disease, impotence, carcinogens, tar, rat poison, uh, all that shit. Stinky breath. People think you're a slut. You are you're a dirty girl if you smoke. The Freudian like phallic, you know, association. Probably a million other things. We've seen it. It's so funny. Being my age group, seeing all this like anti-smoking propaganda. It's propaganda. There's like a bad association with the word propaganda, but by all actual like definition of the word, it is propaganda. It's health propaganda. It's good. It's probably maybe better off if you don't smoke. My grandma didn't smoke and she had lung cancer. And then you hear about people living to be 107 years old who smoke their whole fucking life. And her little sister, who's outlived her by like, I don't know, 8 years now. Her younger sister is 8 years older than she was when my grandma died. My grandma died at 72. Her sister is now 80 and still smoking. No lung cancer. No cancer. So, she had a stroke. Oh yeah, that's what you get strokes when you smoke apparently, but that's a heart thing. Yeah, it was a slow rollout. Just hang out with people who smoke. They were talking too long. I was bored. I asked for a cigarette. And then I found a pack of cigarettes with like 5 cigarettes in it. I was like, oh, I'll start smoking it. And I was like, oh yeah, I feel fucking focused. I went out in public. I'm not as paranoid. So that's why. And now I'm chain smoking like that cat from the anime. Yeah. Uh, Anyways, who cares? Who cares? You smoke now. Cool. Am I cool? Am I fuckable yet? Uh, that was loosely linked to like the smoking thing, the fuckability thing. I was originally going to wait until I was 180 pounds because I'm like, I'll be skinny, then my heart won't have so much stress on it, and I can smoke, and I'll be skinny and shit, and I'll start smoking. I think getting down to 240, I'm like, I'm not gonna stop here, obviously, but I'm like, I think I've crossed the threshold into being fuckable again. As an e-girl, as a very sought after female supermodel. I will. That's why I'm doing it. It's because I'm actually a very 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 hot woman, and this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. What else within that hour was of meaning? Oh, I'm getting a burrito. There's been a lot of talk about $10 burrito, no, $20 burritos. And I looked into it. You have to get like a big ass burrito, like a fucking 16-inch tortilla with extra protein and extra cheese and guacamole for it to be $20. And then these billionaire boomers aren't making that distinction. They're just assuming all burritos are $20. I could see that being the case in the States, like a food truck burrito being $20. And then but if you got a regular burrito from Quesada, it's like $10, maybe 12. I'm not I'm not tipping I'm not tipping those people. If you're somehow from the States and you're watching this, those people that doesn't mean Mexicans. In Canada, it's a different group. It's a very obvious group that you would think would be working in fast food. What's this bullshit about tipping at a fast food place? Like, don't even. You gotta press no tip with fucking pride, with vigor. Don't just press no tip at a burrito place. Like, press it and say fuck you. But yeah, all this talk about $20 burritos is making a boy want to stick a bigger phallic object in his mouth and then swallow it, not just suck it in and blow it out. Hello? Camera died. Why is the camera fucking up? It's not even it's not even like a detached like piece of equipment. It's literally it's part of the fucking laptop. That fucking freaked me out. Kisana. Kisana. Sorry. Fuck. Fuck you! She's asking me where I was getting my burrito, and I kept trying to press Q, but it was W, and I erased it, and then I wrote it again, and it was W instead of Q, so I'm not gonna fucking sit here and waste time texting on a show, on something that's apparently a show. Yeah, $20 burrito. You can't afford a house, and you can't afford a burrito, bro. But I am curious about meal prepping burritos. Not even the burrito part. Cut. I got a laser pointer. See, that's what I need. I was putting the laser pointer on the screen thinking it would be showing on the screen, but it needs to be on camera. No tortilla. Don't fuck with the tortilla. Just get all like the toppings from a burrito place. Don't even get protein, doggy. Just use eggs. Just make omelets that are kind of Mexican, and then meal prep that, and you'll be golden. Don't fuck around with tortillas. Even like the authentic little corn tortillas that are like this big, around just a little bit smaller than my cock in width, like that big, a little bit smaller than the width of my cock. Those are like 45 calories each. And but doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're working in 400 calorie intervals, I just did that, just like pretending if I actually gave, I do give a shit, but if I actually had the software to like upload images, I would point to the 400 calorie every 3 hour graphic that I live my life by now. But say if it's the morning and you only have 400 calories to work off of, you don't want to waste 90 calories on a bread product. You want to maximize your protein and your fat. Your protein, then your fat. But it's easy to get some fat. Bro, fuck. I hate how pigs are treated in factory farms. It disgusts me and makes me sad, but bacon kicks so much ass, especially in an air fryer. It just seeps, it renders the fat out, so you can even say you're eating less calories. I live by calories. I'm a Christ cuck for calories now. I used to not. I used to be like, it's the chemicals, man. It's carbs, man. It's sugar, man. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. It's literally calories in and calories out. If you're a big fat fuck, you can burn a lot of calories just by walking. You can track every single thing you eat by Googling it. Gemini will look up 16 different fucking nutrition websites and it'll give you the most accurate thing. And you use ChatGPT to fucking use ChatGPT. Don't waste Claude's time with your dieting. Okay? Keep a consistent record on ChatGPT. Don't use Grok. Grok is for erotic porn. That's it. ChatGPT is the one to use to keep tracking your calorie intake. Anyways, and be like, oh, intermittent fasting. That was a big one for me, but that is the clearest case of being a calorie cuck because you're just simply you're not eating calories all day, and then you give yourself a little window. And say if you're like a 2,000 calorie meal, you can make that huge, right? Or whatever, or however many calories you need, or whatever. Intermittent fasting, but yeah, I do that sometimes too. I'm like, I want a 1,600 calorie meal, so I'm not gonna eat till like 3 p.m. And some days I'm not even fucking hungry, and I do make it to 6, and I can have 1,600 calories, or no, 6 o'clock. I'd have 2,000 calories by then. And my base level where I'm at, me. This is my life, and this is what I do, and I get away with saying whatever I want because I'm a super hot chick. And, you know, God, if I was a woman, I'd be so famous. I was just, I saw AI software on an ad where it turns you into a chick. You record yourself, and I just render this into me being a chick, and I would do numbers, doggy. I do so many numbers. Iron Man numbers. The whole fucking Marvel Universe numbers. I'd have 16 Thanoses working for me. And then they would have their Thanoses below them. My Thanoses are like below me, but even those Thanoses that are below me are above your Thanoses. That's how fucking big I would be. But I was probably a hot chick in the previous life. And then, I was talking to God, or I had this intention my whole life where I was like, if I were a man and I was completely the same, I could fucking make it. And no. if you're a woman, especially a young woman, who thinks I wish I was a man, you'd be a huge bitch for one. You don't know. I don't know what it's like to be a woman, like what it actually feels. I don't know that experience. You don't know what it's like to feel and be a man. If you're basing being a man based on your womanly brain and shit, if you were to transfer your gay ass woman brain into a man's body, you would flounder. See, look what happened to Emily Page. Is that it? Elliot? Dude, she was killing it. She was the archetypical girl next door. She was that chipmunk, little quirk chungus, pregnant teenager. She kicked ass when she was a chick. She was an awesome chick. She's like, I'm gonna be a man, and she's dying before our eyes. She's so hated. We're so disappointed with her that we had to kill her in the first 5 seconds of the Odyssey. If you haven't seen the Odyssey yet, I don't imagine anyone's gonna see this until after they make the Netflix documentary about me. So this Odyssey's been out. They probably made a sequel to it, and I get that you can't make a sequel to the Odyssey because they did the whole Odyssey. There's no sequel. The Odyssey is actually a sequel to the Iliad. I'm aware of that, dumbass. The joke is that they're making a sequel to something that can't have a sequel to it because they already told the whole fucking story. Or they tell something inspired by it. This is an anti-intellectual show. That's not a sign to stop. Me sighing and looking away is not indicative. I can't say this word, indicative. I just said it. It's not indicative of me ending the show. We're doing a bunch of new stuff with the show now. We're operating in sitcom TV time slots. We are going commercial. these are going to be 22 minutes long, like a Simpsons episode. When these get monetized, there's going to be only 3 ads. Wait, one at the beginning, one 7-minute sentence, two, one 14-minute sentence, two, and no, that's three. Putting an ad at the end of the video. If you're paying for ad space at the end of a video, who's gonna stick around for that? You better get paid to have an ad at the end of a video, because no one's gonna stick around for it. No, that makes no sense. So yeah, 3 ads. We're gonna make the show better. I'm putting advertisements in it. Yeah. No, we're gonna work on getting software to like, hey, or I'm just gonna post things up on the wall there. Software, a better microphone, planning. Although doing that 1 hour dry run under stressful conditions, doggy. Going back to the rap thing, that third room where Iggy Pop's playing at different levels and it's like just insanity. I was just in that room. I literally just came out of that room, and now I'm sort of in like the cool room, the second room. I would say so. Oh yeah. You don't think I'm fucking bitches on this couch? This is the cool, relaxed, happy room. I'm in that one, and dude, came out, fought through adversity through the third shitty Iggy Pop room. Now I'm in the fuck room, the dark fuck room. I only have this light on because I'm making a video. Typically, it'd be fucking dark as Denzel and here, doggy. So, today's lesson. Oh, I've pretend. We'll end on this because we're staying to our constraints. My friends keep bitching about having jobs. They want to quit their jobs. They want to change jobs. They want to be stay-at-home dads, stay-at-home cat ladies. They're complaining to the wrong guy. I haven't had a job in 7 months. I've been gainfully unemployed to the point where I'm pretending to have a job now. I just started today. Today was my first day of my pretend job. So I clock in at 8. I do 2 hours of screenwriting. And then I take a little break. And then up until noon after that, so like an hour and a half, I do OTDC. I'm working on a proposal so I can get some fucking money. And part of that is going through my employment history. And I've been getting a lot of insight about my story as an adult. And it's quite verbal. I verbalize it and then have the robot, basically give me career counseling. And then I do a 45-minute walk. I come back. I read my first pussy book. Now, it wasn't too much about pussies. I actually had this dumbfounding moment outside during the warm-up about how I couldn't recall anything from that book. It was more about, I think it's about stress, something a woman. It's funny. It was very oriented towards women, and it's funny that I know I got to skim through it. I know it's working in my subconscious, but I cannot recite anything. It was very woman dominated. Something about stress, something about women. The book is about relationships and sex health from a woman and for a woman's perspective, which I think is important for taking in when you're trying to pursue like an optimized relationship life. Like even through all these books I read, like I want them to work, and I want to like have them work so I can pass this information and even like teach a course or mentor men through this, because like say you're a pussyless loser and then you finally get pussy, and then you find, or a girlfriend or a partner or whatever, and then you have to like deal with their vaginas, you have to deal with their attitudes, you have to deal with the personalities. That's not all bad, obviously, but one thing about this book, she yammers. She's a fucking PhD. There's instances where there's really interesting stuff, but then there's some yammering. There's some really cringe attempts of trying to be funny. There's a lot of fluff, and it's very representative of a lot of women. So it's a good part. I made a rape song in it. I was like, I will rape, rape, motherfucker, rape. something like that. I like took 10 minutes to like dance to like a very like grotesque song. One thing I remember from the book, and this gives me, don't get mad at me because it actually mentioned this in the book. It was about intrusive thoughts, like grotesque, intrusive, sexual, violent thoughts. And then that's what made me think of the Grapes song, the upbeat soccer mom rap song about getting grapes. And I'm only saying that for the algorithm. And I want to stress that I'm being educational right now and I'm not inciting any sexual harm or harassment or making light of abuse. I'm just reiterating what I read from a book written by a woman. So like I read a part about intrusive thoughts and then I started having intrusive thoughts through the creativity of music. And something about stress, something about the rap thing was from the book today. It's funny, I'm like, I don't remember anything from the book. And I gave like a very passionate, that rat thing about the rooms and the rats being in rooms, that was from the book today. Contact. We don't need to do a fucking book report on it. Anyways, I read the Pussy book. There wasn't too much about pussy. But in the other Pussy book, She Comes First, all about eating pussy. I was reading it and I'm like, this is a man who wrote Come As You Are? No, it's a woman who wrote Come As You Are, and it's a man who wrote She Comes First. And the man, PhD, he's so concise. He's creative. He's interesting. He's congruent. There's no fluff. He's a much better writer. The woman has data. She has a very unique female perspective, which is very, very valuable. But the efficiency of the male guy on his book on eating pussy is a lot better. And I almost considered taking out that woman's book out of my curriculum. But then it came to me. I was like, well, no. Even in the symbolism of this curriculum, my face is getting all blushed. It's from the cigarettes, and it's from me being so sexy and horny all the time. Um, yeah, you got to put up with that. You know, that's part of it. You got to put up with women's fucking yammer, as I yammer, because I'm a hot woman. Because I'm a super hot chick. I'm actually a masculine, attractive man who provides and is very intellectual, and I'm big, and I can carry big things like a big rock, and like a big sick. I saw a fucking bear today, doggy, straight up. I saw a bear today on my walk, and I took my shirt off. Well, my shirt was already off when I saw the bear, and I did this. Can you see what I'm doing? I took my shirt off and I turned it into a flag above my head so that I would look bigger. And the bear ran away. So I confronted a bear today, and I'm gonna go eat a burrito. So thanks. We went 4 minutes. This you're gonna get another ad. 4 ads. You're getting 4 ads now.